I hope you're having an amazing day. My name is Colin, and in this video, my outlook for 2026, where are we going to make the money in crypto? Things have definitely been pretty boring as of late. So my journey with the content and everything, at the end of summer 2025, I sold two of my businesses in crypto. And last month, mid-December, I finally got the money for the third one. So those businesses have been sold, give me a lot of free time. And the question is, what are we going to do? Well, where the attention is, obviously, if you look at the tremendous amount of volumes, it is definitely present on these Perpdexes. And to be fair, I've had a lot of fun playing with these Perpdexes. One thing that I definitely know is I don't know anything about trading, right? I put up quite a bit of capital. That capital is obviously at risk. So what I want to focus on, where I made a good amount of money actually, is farming these airdrops instead of trying to be a trader. I don't know anything about trading. I'm having a lot of fun trying to learn things about liquidity and sizing and timing, funding rates, all kinds of different things. But that would be a nice benefit if we make some money along the way. My main thing I want to be focused on is the airdrops. So I did some work on Zcash. I don't know if you can see the volume, but the last trades were like early January, and kind of like since this week, I'm now committed to actually farming. So I've moved over to Variational, which I pretty like, and you can see that I have done some decent volume, $1.7 million in volume, P&L of about 5.5 thousand on this account, which is not bad, but it was over a pretty long time. So I started this in November, right? Now I'm not doing anything here because there's no confirmed season 3 airdrop, right? I really like the Hyperliquid experience. I think it's definitely the best Perplex I've used, but as I'm farming some of these airdrops, I moved on. So yeah, 5.5k made in Hyperliquid. Aster, I didn't really like at all, to be fair, primarily because of the fees. So I know there's really high fees. I only did some like stupid things there. I need to connect the wallet. I just want to show you guys what I did here. So what I actually did here, I don't even know where to find it. I did 1000x Bitcoin. It was like an option somewhere, because now I'm on Perpetual, so I think it was somewhere else. Is it called Shield? Yeah, they renamed it Shield. Before it was called something else. This was in December. So I did like 1000x Bitcoin just for fun. I did like 1 BNB at a time, and I lost like 4 BNB, and then I hit one just right, and I made like 16 BNB. Something like that. So I was up like 11,000, then there were some fees. So I was up 10,000 basically on Aster, which was great, but it didn't really work for me. I wasn't really too interested in it. So that was Aster, which I think a lot of this volume is like being washed. It just wasn't as good as an experience, but I might come back to it. Who knows? Then Lider was actually the first airdrop that I qualified on. I just played around with it every single time. I now have a Bitcoin trade open, right, which isn't doing too great, but I like to trade this Zcash. Had a lot of fun doing that because it trades within a certain pattern. And for me to learn what it is that I'm actually doing, I found it quite intriguing just to see where's this actually going. And I made a ton of money. Basically, you can see the Hyperliquid balance at a point with like 24,000. And I was like, oh my God, I'm a genius. Until somebody asked me, like, can you model this on Bitcoin or Ethereum? And turns out I couldn't. I had no idea what I was doing. It was just luck, right? Which was kind of funny, which I don't mind to admit. And then they were like, okay, so what's the opportunity here? I like doing this. I enjoy doing this. It's not something you have to do like consistently. You can do it like 10 minutes a day, an hour a day. You can look at it. You can do it while doing something else, because I spent all my time on the computer anyway, right? So I was like, okay, what's coming up then? Lider, I traded some Zcash there. It gave me like $2,800 worth of airdrop. And that made me realize, like, there is something here, you know, like if I did so little activity, but because I have perhaps a little bit more capital than the average person that, the traders, they push a ton of volume, right? Like, I would say like millions a day in terms of volume. I only did over like a month and a half period, 1.7 million, very little, because I don't know what I'm doing and I don't want to lose too much money. I also don't care about making too much money because it's not about the money. I just like to do the airdrop chase and make the money there perhaps. So I started looking at things like delta neutral strategies. Where should I go? But the lighter airdrop basically gave me the indication might be worth chasing these airdrops, and it's just a fun way to spend the time. Then going into it, I learned things like delta neutral strategies. How does it work? What are the options? I'm learning so many different things where I was like, finally I have something that I can do consistently that I'm actually interested in and I can make content about, which I think is great to share because I'm putting a little bit more capital at risk probably than the average person watching the content. Fair enough. So I will do like 10,000 per platform. I think later this week I will start extended. So right now, I know Paradex is the next airdrop. I didn't really like the interface too much. I think I haven't looked at extended yet. I just got up and running as of Saturday on Variational. So yeah, I'm going to spend some more time on these things, document everything here. Hopefully I can keep it going on a daily basis to see, where things are going. And then, we can have some fun. Like I'm actually finally using some stop losses and take profit, which I didn't even do before. So like my portfolio yesterday or day before yesterday was 10,000. Now it's only 6,500 left. So yeah, that's not too great. But at the same time, if you look at the order history, I've done like some Zcash, some stupid stuff. Some things going forward, just to try, experiment, learn a bit along the way. For me, what I enjoy is that it's not all that serious, but we're definitely focused on, what can this airdrop bring. I know the variational snapshot, I think it is today, and in 2 days the points will be distributed. So I hope I get like 10 points, would be pretty good. And then, we can estimate, we can talk about like what are these points going to be worth. But there's nothing much in crypto going on apart from these Perpetual airdrop farms, and there's a ton of them. There's a ton of volume. It just indicates that this is probably right now the right time to where to put your attention, right? And hopefully see some risk reward. In my ideal state, I guess it would be great if we could see some reward on the front end, right? Meaning that as long as we're not losing money, so, make a little $100 a day, $50 a day, lose $100, gain another $200. That's why I'm started kind of as of today, because it was like a $4,000 loss yesterday, I think. So I started using this take profit stop loss just to keep it somewhat in a rhythm of things. Maybe I need to put them a little bit tighter. If people want to give advice, I don't mind at all because, as I said, I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm really trying to learn. I obviously know a shit ton about crypto in general. I've sold 3 companies in the consulting space in crypto. That does mean something, but it doesn't mean anything when it comes to trading. It's such a unique thing. I've never really been interested in trading. Also, the trading itself, I don't really enjoy that much. I just enjoy, the creativity of people, what people are talking about, the point systems, how the liquidity flows, what people are betting on, why they're betting on certain things. So even if I would say, or people would ask me perhaps, what is it that you like about these trading modules? It's perhaps for me more so in the reasoning, the emotional part, the psychological part of why people are trading and making certain decisions, and less so on, Fibonacci levels and all that stuff. I'm not really interested in learning that or willing to get exposed to it. And if that's what you need to get to solid profits consistently, then that's not for me because I think it's boring as fuck. Maybe one day I'll circle back, have a different opinion, but as of right now, that's probably where we're at. I like the emotional part, what people are discussing on Twitter. I'm actually a lot more active on Twitter right now, so you can follow me through the link in the description down below. And I'm pushing out basically daily findings, content, humor, based on what's going on. If we look at the points right now, I have 0 points. I do have a good size of volume, right? So I already have almost $700,000 of volume in the last 3 days on this account. I saved a good amount in fees compared to if I would be doing this in Binance, because this is 0 fee. So I used Monk's referral code because I really like his content on Twitter. So if you check out Monk, I'll reference his content because I've been trying his delta neutral strategy, or at least his ETH short Bitcoin long strategy. I will cover it in one of these videos in the coming days. I really enjoyed his content. Small account, but I was like, if I want to give anybody money, it's definitely that guy. So I used his referral code. But yeah, overall, I think it's going to be a great journey. If you guys are up for the content, feel free to leave a like down below. And yeah, daily diary on how this journey is going to go moving forward on this channel. A little bit of a different content, but at least for the first half of 2026, this will be my focus. This is everything for today. Up ready tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.